flat land. And this is tough. This is all mossy. We found a decent spot for a campsite. It's flat enough. Beggars can't be choosers because the sun's going down. But Marshall helped me out, helped me find this spot. The best part of this is that there's a nice open area so we can safely have a fire. Bug spray is important right there. Hopefully this is enough and it's not too wet. We're gonna use birch bark, yeah, right, and make a bird's nest. And we actually, I kind of wish that we had a little more, right? And hopefully it's not too moist, but you want to like pulverize some of it onto the top so you can kind of create a little bit of like sawdust, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
And you want this to have enough surface and be big enough, because many times you'll slip and you'll get so mad because you'll end up knocking the thing all over the place. So that's like one of the biggest frustrations. Birch bark and cedar are two of the best types of bark around the Northeast, around here to use.
Okay.
It's because of all the oils in this.
Okay.
Birch is unbelievable. But what we want to make sure, excuse me,
yes,
is we actually, and you forget, you get it so excited about doing this that we forget that you actually have to get your, the rest of your stuff prepared. So you want to start off with really small pieces.
Okay.
And then you want to move up.
And then you kind of step it up a little bit as you go.
Yeah, yeah. So you definitely want to make sure that you have your stuff
all right, I got a little pile
all ready.
Yep.
Another thing about this is you always want Dee Dee the doggy with you because she gives good moral support.
She's a support dog.
Right?
I see.
I mean, not official, but official in my heart. So it's safer to use this. You can use the sharp end, but you're gonna kind of mess up.
Ruin your blade.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to do that.
So you take the flat end right here,
okay,
and you put downward pressure, and see how it's at an angle.
Let me give a go at that. I'm
and
curious.
A good
try.
full stroke.
All right, I see how you're doing that.
And we have hand sanitizer, folks, for after we do this. And we're totally breaking the rules. Actually, we're not wearing masks with the 6 feet, and we apologize, but none of us are sick, and we're trying to live our life as well, keeping the circle small. So I apologize if anybody judges that we're close, but at some point you have to be safe, but you also have to live. Are we gonna see? I like wearing masks in public, but this is my homeboy, and I guess I'm taking the chance, right?
It's a mass blooper.
Yes. I just realized that. See this magnesium? That's gonna help it too.
Oh, you put a little magnesium on top there. Yeah, I see that.
So
see your
you want to get it.
Oh, you go right on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you got it right in there. Wow, look at that.
Oh, let's see, it still won't. And then you gotta. That's why it's good to have as much of the birch bark as possible.
I can't wait till we get this thing going so we get rid of these bugs.
So yeah, you don't want to put air on it.
Not yet? Okay.
And you'll get frustrated and wish you had a lighter. But if you don't have a lighter, you're in trouble.
Oh, you got it.
Okay. So we're totally not out of the woods yet. So the immediate response is you want to put stuff on it immediately.
Yeah, I do,
But
yeah.
you don't want to suffocate it.
Yeah.
You want to wait, let it burn a little bit, and then with little guys,
Little guys, gotcha.
But still want to give it air, like you don't want to smother it.
Yeah.
But see how the birch bark is going to burn? And so you want to keep it with small guys for a little while, and then you just want to gradually start adding more.
Fire.
So yeah, there you go. And my favorite thing about the fire, besides warmth and being able to cook stuff, is the mosquitoes. See you later, mosquitoes.
Yep. They're not bugging us like they were.
So when you're done with the knife,
Yep.
always make sure you put it back in the sheet. Unless you're like working with it, people like have hurt themselves, like experts and everything.
Yes.
Because they simply didn't have a sheath on their axe and they're walking with it or the knife, and next thing you know, no bueno. So we need 2 pieces of paracord, right?
Okay, so yeah,
The same length.
stretch it out and cut it.
This might be too long. I'm gonna break these down to make a smaller trap, right? So, like you gotta adjust sometimes and everything, but you wanna tie paracord.
Tie it to it. Both sides, this side as well.
Yep. So just tie those 2 together. Actually, what works really good is a clove hitch.
Cloves, I got you.
I used to be a tree guy, and when we had to take huge pieces from the tree,
You put a
we would use clove hitches when it was something that we absolutely couldn't have fall.
yeah, it's a big knot. It's one of my go-to knots in fishing as well. Do the same to the other one.
Yep. It's good to just have extra. You want to give it slack.
Give it
Let's
slack.
like measure it out, right?
Yeah.
And you want it to kind of be up like
how
about
high?
here. Yeah.
Like
about-
this here.
Yeah. Like imagine the
All right.
cage being there.
All right. So like something like right there.
And so the next one,
Yours is gonna be the
you
same
want
size.
it to be similar. Cool. All right. So pop this like this. Right.
Yep. So you twist it on itself
Yep.
like so. Put it down here like that.
You adjust it as you go to fit them. So you pop one here, and it looks silly at first, but it'll start tightening. And this is like all about adjusting.
Yeah.
Got some similar lengths here.
Yeah.
So
So these,
maybe a little long or whatever, but
so on these,
for time purposes, we're not going to try to make stuff look pretty. We're just going to learn how to make the
there you go.
cage here. So yeah, and then you just keep on crisscrossing them back and forth under.
Gotcha.
So as long as they're kind of straight enough,
Yeah. There you go.
then you're okay. So try these out. As you do it, you're like constantly readjusting.
Yeah.
Because every time you put one in, right, it'll shift. I'm gonna go get some more pieces, and this trap will be, well, that part of the trap will be complete. But then there's the trigger system.
It has like a nice geometric look to it.
You don't want the bird to be able to get out. And if you think of how birds are, you know, they can't really escape through some of these if it's a big enough bird. But if you use smaller pieces and take more time, you know what I mean, you can seal it more. So it is harder to see the animal alive and then have to kill it. But
Yeah.
it is guaranteed that it's a fresher way to hunt. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to worry about any type of rotting.
Yeah. Like if you're starving in nature, you gotta eat, right?
Exactly. And I love animals, so I don't take this stuff lightly. When I fish, I hunt, I truly like respect the animal. Okay. So you can keep on readjusting as you go,
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty cool.
but if you check it out, you have a little bird trap, you know.
So
But-
how does the bird get stuck in there?
So we're actually gonna build a little trigger system and set it so you can see. If I was using this to truly hunt, I would make it bigger, so I'd use more sticks. But you can see how doing this, but using more sticks and making it taller, it's gonna give you more space so you can catch a bigger bird.
Big bird.
You know what I mean? A tiny little bird, I don't know. They might be able to get through it, but like if you catch maybe like a robin or something like that, they actually wouldn't be able to get out. I don't know if these sticks will work, but we'll try it out. So you want like a little Y guy, right?
Okay.
And then what we want to do is we want to cut a notch into here. And then we want to make a flathead screwdriver. That's what I pretty much call it. So I just want to thank Frank the Tank for recording. He doesn't want anybody to see who he is, but... Oh, okay.
Everything's there.
All right, so
That's there.
that's this guy.
The world before measuring tapes.
Right.
All right, brother. I got it.
This just takes a little adjusting here. We got this fella over here. He's a pain in the butt. We like him, but he's not making things fun for us.
Okay. All right. You gonna make the bird go?
So you'd want to set a whole bunch of these traps. So you want to block it.
Oh, you got him. Yeah, there he
Sets
goes.
off. So
Yay.
so the stuff doesn't look pretty, and it, like I said, you'd take more time, and you'd really make this effective. But you at least know how to do it and stuff, and it's really fun.
I like it. I like the cage and the trigger idea, you know? If I was to make a trap like this, I'd make a giant one so I could catch a turkey.
Exactly, that's what you can do. You can make this in a larger scale. I want to thank Marshall for coming down and doing a little bit of bushcrafting with me. Now we're going to go back and have a nice fire. What do you think? Eat some
Sounds good
dinner?
to me, yeah.
Awesome.
I'm down.
Finishing the night with some sauteed kale. What you think about the kale, B?
Pumped.
Yeah, kale in the backwoods. And the dog. What's up, dog? Dee Dee, look at the camera for crying out loud. There you go. Thank you guys for watching Boss Survival. I think I hear some froggies out there. Just a random note. But anyways, I want to thank my buddy Marshall for coming down. We look forward to doing this again. 24-hour challenge next time. Do some more bushcraft. Like and subscribe. Take it easy. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but I like it. I like talking like this.